Hi, this is Ted Demopoulos. I've been a consultant since 1990, and I'd like to talk to you about the freedom of consulting. And freedom is the biggest driving force in my consulting. First, there's the freedom of money. Now, money's never been the number one driving force in my life, but it matters. And right now, for example, I have 2 kids in expensive schools. My son just started college this year. I was able, fortunately, to pay cash for tuition for the first year. For those of you outside of North America, it's really expensive. My mother's in her 80s. She's doing fine physically, mentally, financially, but if she needed any support financially, I'd be able to do it. Money matters, and there's no upper cap on income when you're a consultant. There's no salary. You make what you earn. You can work harder. You can work smarter. Also, there's the freedom of choosing meaningful work that means something to you, that you enjoy. So I like what I do. I really enjoy what I do. I don't just do it for the money. If we take a look in the past, there's been a couple of opportunities that I've had that just didn't excite me that much. I had a big client that came up with something called TOGAF, the Open Group Architecture Framework. And they were paying me well, and I was doing all kinds of stuff, and they wanted me to get involved in this. And you know what? It just didn't sound exciting to me. I looked at it, I'm not saying it's without value, but for me, no way. Now today, GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations, a lot of work there, a lot of consulting work, all kinds of things. I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in it, so I'm not doing it. What do I like to do? I like to do strategic planning and security. I write some security policy. I actually enjoy that. I do a lot of teaching. I enjoy that greatly. So I do what I want to do. There's a lot of choice. There's a lot of freedom in what you do. Now, it's not perfect. Sometimes the economy's not doing that well, and you may pick a less than 100% totally awesome project because it pays and it's okay. Also, there's the freedom of location. Being able to work from where you want to work. Now, I live in New Hampshire because I love living in New Hampshire, and never thought I'd live here again. I live 12 time zones away, and I'm back and I'm happy. And I also travel a lot for work because I enjoy it. When my kids were younger, I did not travel for work, barely any at all, but now I do. I enjoy it. Let's say all of a sudden, perhaps tomorrow, I decided I don't want to travel anymore. Maybe I want to move to Key West. Just hang out in Key West and almost never travel. Could I do it? Oh yeah. Would there be a transition period? Yes, there would be. Now, I do have some work I can do without traveling now. My biggest client has some that I do. I've got a couple other clients. I have 2 classes I've written myself. I teach online. But most of my work today involves travel because I enjoy that. I could morph my business and say, I'm just going to sit in Key West. I'm just going to work from here because I love it here. I've always been amazed when there's people, their job moves them. It's like, well, my job is moving me to somewhere. It's like, and so they just kind of mindlessly go. I don't get that. So, I'm Ted Demopoulos. Biggest reason I consult is freedom. There's a lot of freedom in consulting. Freedom of money, the freedom of choosing meaningful work, and the freedom of location independence. Thanks for listening. Please scroll down, click on like, leave a comment, click on the link in the notes, and you'll get more information on consulting. Thanks, and see you next time.